Roger, thank you very much. I'm joined on the phone now by Dr. Philip Chan. He is the CEO of CytoSorbents Corporation. CTSO is the stock symbol. Dr. Chan, good to talk to you again.
Well, thank you, Don, for having me back.
Well, why don't you tell our audience again, in case they missed you last week, what it is the company does?
Sure. CytoSorbents is a critical care-focused medical device company looking to revolutionize the treatment of life-threatening illnesses using blood purification. Our technology is based on a biocompatible, highly porous polymer bead roughly the size of a grain of salt that acts like a tiny sponge to remove dangerous materials from the blood. So our flagship product, CytoSorb, is a blood purification cartridge used very similarly to dialysis that's now approved in the entire European Union for the removal of inflammatory toxins from the blood that can lead to organ failure and death and common diseases seen in the intensive care unit such as sepsis and infection, trauma, burn injury, and lung injury, just to name a few. So currently there are only supportive care therapies that help keep patients alive, but they really don't help patients get better. This is why the risk of death in these illnesses is often in excess of 30%. So at CytoSorbents, we're trying to change that by giving doctors a powerful new tool whose goal it is to help patients get better faster. So CytoSorb is now being sold directly in Germany by our direct sales force with the goal of expanding our sales footprint through distributors and partners to the rest of Europe and conducting the pivotal trials needed to get the product approved in the United States as well. So this is a potential blockbuster opportunity for the company, and we're very excited to share our story with your viewers.
Well, Dr. Chan, I also know that you recently attended a symposium, saw a press release about that. Why don't you fill us in a little bit on that?
Sure, that's correct. Well, the Military Health System Research Symposium, or MHSRS Conference, is the leading U.S. military healthcare conference dealing with combat casualty care, and I attended that last week. The conference is attended by military healthcare leaders from the U.S. Army, the U.S. Navy, and the Air Force, as well as from our allies, particularly in Europe, where our CytoSorb filter is now approved and could potentially be used by them. So the conference is also attended by industry and academic scientists and physicians who are also working with the military. So this was our third year in a row exhibiting at the conference, and it represents a great place to showcase our various technologies, particularly CytoSorb, which again tries to address the main reasons why warfighters die, including sepsis and infection, trauma, and burn injury, as well as our HemoDefend technology, which is specifically designed to remove contaminants from blood transfusion products that could otherwise cause serious transfusion reactions. As one can imagine, the availability of clean, high-quality blood is absolutely critical in combat casualties. So with our recent $3.8 million DARPA contract and our U.S. Army Phase 1 SBIR grant to develop our technologies for the treatment of trauma, we had a lot to talk about to healthcare leaders and potential research collaborators. In addition, this year I was actually invited to give a 20-minute talk about CytoSorb and our European sepsis trial, where we demonstrated that treatment was safe in more than 300 human treatments in critically ill patients, and that it was extremely effective in reducing these inflammatory toxins that we've been talking about that can lead to organ failure. I also presented data from our high-risk groups where we saw in a post-hoc analysis that we saw statistically significant improvements in survival, and we discussed our plans on moving forward with pivotal studies. So my talk and our technologies were extremely well received, and hopefully we're just at the tip of the iceberg in terms of what we can do for our war fighters and veterans. And hopefully we'll be able to expand our research collaborations and funding opportunities with the military and the Department of Defense in the future.
The company CytoSorbents Corporation, CTSO, is a stock symbol. Congratulations, Phil. Tremendous update.
Thanks so much, Don. Appreciate it.
Take care.